kutilia mkazo sekta ya elimu ambayo ndio imenufaika zaidi kwenye mgao wa bajeti ya taifa. Ni kwa mujibu wa mwenyekiti wa kamati ya bajeti na mgao katika bunge la kitaifa Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi ambaye pia ni mbunge wa Kiharu ameshikilia kuwa serikali imefaulu katika sekta ya uchumi na kukubali kuwa haijatimiza kikamilifu ili kuhakikisha kuwa Wakenya wana pesa mfukoni. Kwenye mahojiano ya kipekee na runinga hii ya TV47, Ndindi Nyoro anapasua mbarika kwa mara ya kwanza hadharani kuhusu urafiki wake na Rais William Ruto. Kifuatacho ni kionjo tu cha mahojiano hayo ambayo yatakujia mwendo wa saa 3 naye George Maringa. Tazama.
For some of us, we were too down on the road. From where we are born, my father was a carpenter in Kiadutu, my mother a peasant farmer, just going to normal schools. I went to a school which not many Kenyans would recognize, especially high school, just near our village it used to be called Kiabugi. We had strikes so many times until it was changed to St. Paul's. Maybe Saul to Paul story. The primary school we attended is just normal, Gadukeine, just at our neighborhood. There is no time we could not be chased away because of school fees. That kind of a family. And therefore, it has been a very great journey for us to be where we are. I also want to applaud the kind of people we have been able to interact with, who have had a huge impact to me personally, especially His Excellency the President, Dr. William Ruto. He is a very practical mentor. And let me say this, I don't think I've ever said it elsewhere. The way you see us speaking, for example, in public, some of us were very banal and raw. But over time, I remember during the campaign time, we'd go for campaigns with the president. I would give a speech. I think it's a very good speech. Once we are back, maybe on our way back, then you'd come guiding me. You don't say this, you say it this way, you say it in this manner. And therefore, he's very practical. You know, many times people mentor others through, they just unleash you to go and learn. But the president guides you meticulously. And I am very grateful that he's that kind of a mentor. And the fact that I'm close to him, I've been able to learn a lot in the journey. I think we've been able to do a very good job when it comes, number one, to the economy. I forgot, I was to say about the economy of the stomach. And the economy of the stomach is important because many revolutions in the world, including the French Revolution, was purely the economy of the stomach. You remember that time about the bread. So about the economy of the stomach is an issue of food security, generally speaking. I think we've been able to do quite commendable job led by the president. The economy of parameters, surprisingly, Kenya has done exemplary well. Kenya, for the last 2 quarters, in the first quarter, Kenya grew by 5.3%. In the second quarter, Kenya grew, this of 2023, the economy grew by 5.4%. Kenya, for those 2 quarters, has been the 29th fastest growing economy in the world. Inflation-wise, Kenyan inflation now is at 6.8%. Our expectation benchmark is between 2.5 to 7.5%. So we have done a great job in that respect. Why? Comparatively also, compare with, for example, our friends here in Ghana. Ghana's, even when figures are still questionable, the government reported figures is about 50% in terms of inflation. The US economy is facing the highest inflation for many decades back. So if you look at all that, we have done quite a good job. The third one, which there is room for improvement, is the economy of the pocket, where are Kenyans feeding money in the pocket?
That's a very pertinent question that is going on.
So to be honest, there is a lot of work to be done on that sphere of equality. As the economy grows, to who does it grow? Because yes, the economy is growing. World Bank are reporting, Kenya National Bureau of Statistics is reporting. All world data shows Kenya is the 29th fastest growing economy in the world. But the Kenyans in Nyamakema, the Kenyans in Kodele, Kenyans in Coast, can they feel it? That is why we need to do much more in terms of making sure that the growth that we achieve as an economy grows towards an egalitarian society, grows towards an equal society. And we are doing quite commendable. The last bit, there is a lot we can talk about that, but I also want to talk about the last bit, is the issue of education. We have been able as a country to allocate a lot of money into our education sector. For the time we have been budget chairman, we have been able to allocate, education is actually taking up the lion's share of our budget. This year, close to 700 billion out of the 3.9 trillion budget is going to the education sector, with a lot of reforms they are in.
Bila shaka mtazamaji, ndio